Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Let me pull up the chat real quick. I hope you all had amazing holidays. Hello, hello. Hey, Jean. LT Spiritual, hello. Mystical, hello. And just so y'all know, I have 4 donations from Rachel, so. Angelica, hello. Irene, hello. Pretty in pink, hello. Nana, hello. Rachel, hello, and thank you for your donations, boo. Nirvana, wait, Princess. Nirvana, hello. Marissa, hello. Mary Jane, hello. Okay, I don't recognize this name. What is it? Swati, hello. Space Cowboy, hello. Let me see if I missed anybody. Okay, I don't recognize that name either. Yes, Swati, you can be added. Christmas was amazing. I got more than I could have ever expected, and I got to spend it with the best people, so that always makes it even better. How was y'all's? Diamond Girl, hello. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots left. Okay, I don't rush. Let's see. Myra. Hello, Myra. Just save your question until I call you. I'll put you on the list, though, for sure. Eight spots now. Pixie, hello. Pixie girl. Just Janelle, hello. Yes, love you can be added. Love, hello. Alright, 5 spots left. You came in after LT Spiritual. Alright, babe. I must have missed you. Foxy. Wait, Sunshine. Foxy. Alright, 3 spots. And good evening to you all. Oh, you just came in to say hi. Okay. Well, I will take you off. Okay, she's after the Space Cowboy. That's where I put it. Okay. Shit. I'm trying to get up there. Hold on. Oh, she was up there after hello. I think it was, we needed to change it to the live chat. I see her up there. She was like like right at the beginning. So we'll put her after LT Spiritual. No, I got it. I got it, Diamond Girl. You're right after LT Spiritual. I had to go all the way. I had to put it on live chat and come back. Hello, Marie. Welcome. I got you, boo. I saw it. My bad, boo. I think it was because I didn't have it on live chat. That's why. Yes, babe. You can be added. Okay, we'll put her after hello then. I got arrows going all over this bitch for you. I'm trying to get you there, my love. Myra. Thank you, Patricia, for your donation. You'll go after Rachel. She has 4 questions ahead of you. I think I already got Myra, though. Yeah, there's 4 for Rachel and 1 for Patricia. Hey, girl, hey. We don't mean to harm nobody. We're just trying to do things correctly. And if you can't hear me, you might want to exit out and come back. Because normally if there's problems with the sound, everybody comes. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I think you're the only one. It might be your YouTube. I found it. I found it. It's all good. It was hello, then Diamond Girl, then Jean. She was actually like first up there. Alright, we got 3 spots left. And then I'm going to start. And I got a new webcam, so I'm going to try to do it to where y'all can see up and down at times. You hear me? Okay, good. See? I think it was just, whoever it was that didn't hear me. There, YouTube. 3 spots. I'll give it another minute. If not, I'll start anyway. Okay. I'll just let the last 3 fill up organically, then I'll catch up. So, Rachel, what was your first question, boo? It was 4 for Rachel and 1 for Patricia. But I didn't see Patricia here. Where you at, Rach? Where you at, boo? Alright. What up with Tracy? Alright, let's see. What's up with Tracy? Why does she want you to come work for her before New Year's? Okay, you're here. I'm just going to put you on the free list. Alright. Okay. Excuse me. It kind of looks like the conversation was had that, like, when you walked away, they couldn't find anybody that was, like, either as good as you or as inexpensive as you. So the husband came up with this plot and this plan, like, let's get her back. You know, try to get her back. Keep talking to her. You know, pull her back in. So it was actually, I think, his idea to tell her to get you back because they realized they weren't going to find anybody to do what you did for the price that you were charging them. So what they're saying is, like, I don't know why she quit. I don't know why she left. Let's figure it out. Let's contact her and figure it out. Let's try to solve this. And so they're looking for your response, but at the same time, it looks like some shady stuff going on as to why they want you back. And I honestly feel like it's to breadcrumb you. Because they show up as a pair here. But on his mind, he came up with a strategy of, like, how to pull you back in. So he's kind of the puppeteer for her. So whatever she's telling you is because he's telling her to. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with my throat. Excuse me. I do not know what's going on. Maybe Maybe he is like her puppeteer, and he's telling her what to say, what to do, and they're just like waiting for you to jump back in. Like, you know, she needs money. Let's help her out, but it's to help them out. Yeah, I know. I mean, I just feel like he wants you back because they can't find anybody to do it. And I know you're doing it for all the right reasons. And so I think he plays on that. He tells her what to say to play on the fact that you're actually doing it from the kindness of your heart more so than the actual money, you know? Okay, what is your next question? Girl, you are skipping questions. What does Spirit feel about Tracy and their fake, right? Is she okay? Is she talking shit to other people? And what's her intentions? I kind of feel like she doesn't want you there. It's the husband. The husband is like, no, like, we need her here. Like, regardless of whatever you feel about her. So she might have some, like, ill feelings to you about something. Because she's always showing you as the Knight of Wands. Inconsistent, flighty, not doing the job. And the husband is like, no, like, we need her. Like, I don't want to spend money to get somebody to do this if, you know, blah, blah, blah. But let me see if she's talking shit. I honestly feel that her husband kind of speaks for her. So whatever he feels, that's what she talks about. Um, she kind of feels trapped to speak her truth about how she feels. So whatever he says goes. Because she puts him up on this pedestal of like, I follow him. I do what he says. So I don't really see her talking shit to anybody. I just see like her internal feeling is she was over it. She was like, "Okay, fine, go." But he was like, "No, like, we need her." And she was like, "Okay, then." So I don't necessarily feel like she's out there like, you know, spreading some crazy gossip about you, but internally she feels like, let her go, let her go, let her go. Like, maybe a little spiteful, or, you know, like internal feelings of maybe she's like jealous of you in some sense, because it kind of gives me like a jealous energy. But she really doesn't say much about it because the husband kind of controls what she says. So Yeah, it just feels like, yeah, it's probably jealous because you can cook and she can't. Or she's lazy, like you said. Yeah, I understand. Why is she jealous? Okay. The way that I'm seeing it is, on a soul level, she knows that people kind of celebrate you because you do the most. You make things fun. You provide the comfortable atmosphere, right? And so she's trying to make conflict where there's no conflict. And the husband isn't listening to her. He's kind of running the show. And so I feel like maybe she's scared the husband's going to go after you, or I don't know. Like, maybe he's told her things like, well, why can't you do that? Why can't, you show up the way that she's showing up? Things feel better when she's here. So it's honestly like there's some kind of like you make things, you don't get bothered. You just do what you're there to do. And it's like almost like, because the Hierophant and the devil are very opposite. They're just in a very toxic energy, or she's in a very toxic energy. But like he said, she goes above and beyond, and we're not having to pay her. You know what I mean? Like as much or anything. And he's in control of her, so that makes her even more mad because she doesn't have a voice. And so, whatever she says about like what you're doing wrong or whatever, he's like, no. What I've seen is she comes in and she does extra, but it just feels like jealousy because the husband is trying to control things and she's out of control. So she kind of projects her unhappiness with him onto you, if that makes any sense. I mean, women are weird, right? Like, if you do more than his own woman does, of course she's gonna. Maybe they've had like problems. Maybe he's cheated on her before, and so maybe you're very beautiful, you're attractive, you do things she's not willing to do, and so she may feel that he's tempted to approach you when she's not looking or something like that. But I don't feel like that's your intention. Your intention is to make things better or to help out, and she takes it as she's doing the most, blah blah blah. Like, she doesn't listen, she doesn't do what I tell her, she always showing off. That's too much. Girl, I wouldn't do anything for these people, honestly. It just seems like negative energy. No matter how much good you put into it, I think, the negativity is going to come back. No, I know you don't want him, but she's just like that. All right, what's your last question? I got super dizzy for a second. I wonder if, like, that's meaning, like, they're trying to, like, throw you off or something. But sometimes you can't do things for people that aren't appreciative, you know? I'm sorry to hear that. What's up with Jeff? What's he got going on? It looks like he's kind of resting. It looks like maybe something happened yesterday with like the baby's mama or something, or with you. And it's like, he's like, I'm done with this. Like, not with you. I think it's with her. Maybe he told her something yesterday to where now she's quiet. Because that's what I feel, very quiet energy. Like he feels good because ain't nobody messing with him. Maybe he's trying to heal. Maybe he got sick or something. But it feels like it's very quiet. The Four of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Star, Page of Wands, and the Six of Wands. It just kind of feels like there's peace. And he's taking a break from drama. But like I said, it feels very quiet. I don't think he's up to much. There's no movement here. It just looks like healing and resting. Okay. Maybe he finally told her, like, I tried with you. I tried to make this work in the past. I tried to do what I needed to do, but you came with so much conflict that I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm trying to find peace in my life. I'm not trying to go through all this stuff. So it kind of feels like there's quietness now. Whatever he spoke was heard and digested. And so it's silence, I guess, between him and his baby mama, from what I can see. But I just feel like maybe they were fighting or something, and he was just like, look, it's not going to happen. I tried. At one time I loved you. At one time I tried to make it work, but I can't do this anymore. And now there's just like a quiet. If he traveled to see family, that means that that's where he's resting at. I don't know if y'all can hear my cuckoo clock, but my middle son bought me a cuckoo clock for Christmas. And it's kind of an inside joke because as a baby I called him Cuckoo Bird. And so it's kind of relevant. And thank you, Rachel, for your... Hold on. 3 donations, but you'll go after Patricia. Alright, Patricia, it's your turn. They're really cute. I've never had one, but it was kind of perfect from him because I'll always remember him. All right, Patricia, what is your question, my love? She's hiding. I know she told me it was general, but let me see. I'm trying to see. Closing messages for December. Okay. Yeah, she did, but I don't want to do it when she's not here. Patricia, are you here? Whoops. She wants closing messages for December. Okay. Can you timestamp it for me, Jean? Please, ma'am, please. So that way she can just go back to it. Let's see. Closing messages for December. I feel like the closing message is something unexpected is going to happen. It almost feels like something that you didn't see or you felt like you couldn't get to is coming together. And my clock over there says 2:22. My microwave is just on something, but anyways, 2:22. Look that angel message up. Four of Wands. Something's coming together. It could be like a connection. It could be your job. Everything just seems to be going together. Coming together. There's a conversation coming in. Maybe about a home. Maybe about things coming together or wanting things to come together with a partnership. Because there could have been conflict here in the past and they're wanting to smooth things over or make things right. Now, if you've been waiting for something, the Lover's card. Okay, this could be a connection that had conflict and they're wanting to come in and talk about it. But it could also be like maybe in the past that you had conflict around your home, or maybe somebody overcharged you and it's like a payback that's going to make you very happy. So take it whichever it resonates best with you. But with like the Lovers, the Justice card, the Four of Wands, it feels like something is balancing out for you this month. And then you got the Magician at the bottom. So you're full of manifestation power. So if you believe in that, manifest. I just feel a lot of security around something is coming in. Like you've been stressed about something for a while. Or it's something that's been on your mind for a while. And like you finally get the truth of it to make things better and secure. That Six of Swords keeps coming out. It's like whatever's been in conflict in your life is passing. You're finally moving on past whatever hardship, strife, struggle you've been going through. I think next year is going to be a really good year for you. Emperor, Knight of Cups. I try not to make it just about love, but this kind of feels like somebody like Big Daddy is coming back to say, let's do this. And it's not a retrograde, so who knows? He shows up as an emperor. But they see your strength. They see how you've like made it through without them. So they could be like questioning if you're going to take them back because you're standing so strong as a beautiful independent woman. Like you're doing things on your own. Like you don't need them. But they want to add to your life, not take away. And I don't see deception. I don't see anything negative here. It actually looks really good. So keep manifesting. But I do feel because they're not sure of how you're gonna react. They're planning it out in their head ahead of time. But if it's not love, something is coming together. Something's balancing out. The conflict is gonna be moving on. So 2026, this year gonna be the best year. So I hope that helps, love, whenever you watch this. And thank you again for your donation. And I'm not sure who donated after Rachel. I don't know if that's your screen name or not. So let's see. Sorry, I'm blind. User. All right, user. That's the what I'm gonna put you down as, so I don't use your real name. All right, Rach, you're next, babe. She's got 3 questions ahead of you, boo. And I got you right after her. And I'm sorry about my voice. I think, the weather's changing again. And plus, I was up late. I talked too much yesterday, I think. And thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Did Jeff travel to visit his blood relatives? Is he out of state? It does look like he went. We've got the Sun, the Six of Swords, the Justice card, Knight of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So I do feel him far away, or in another state away from you. And the Sun card is always a yes card, so I do feel like he did. And then I have the Sun at the bottom of this one too, so it's definitely a yes. Six of Swords is usually travel. 8 of Cups, yeah. He's left where he's at. 6 of Swords again, yeah. Spirit's like, here, you want all the traveling cards? Let me give them to you. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you. Friends and family, yes. 3 of Pentacles. His soul family. Definitely, definitely, definitely. It kind of feels like they might not have the best family dynamic. Like you know how those some families, like they get together and there's always conflict. That's kind of the way it feels. He's ready to come home. Um, that's probably why he's resting. He's like, man, I'm trying to get away from conflict, and conflict keeps finding me. That's the question I asked Rachel, and the sun indicates yes. All right, boo, what's your next question? All right. Future thoughts, actions for the future. It kind of feels like his future actions is to have a conversation with you about maybe you both need to work on certain things, right? I think that he feels maybe there's an imbalance between the two of you because of certain things that are still in the process of healing. I think what he's saying is like, be patient with me in the future. As long as we do this the correct way and find balance, then we can move forward. Like maybe into marriage or whatever. But right now, he's standing very strong as the King of Swords. He's thinking about this very logically. He's saying, like, we both need healing. We both need to fix certain things in our life before we advance this connection into something as far as, like, marriage, dating, like exclusivity, all of those things. Um, I definitely feel like he has good intentions for this, and he's going about it the right way. He's acknowledging that there's things in his life that he's going through that needs to change in order for y'all to really step into something different. Because kind of the way he's telling me is, if the two of you were to do things right now the same way that he's done them in the past, you've done them in the past, y'all will be two crash test dummies for each other. So instead, he's like, let's do this right. Let's, do this in the right way. Okay. I've got spring, intimacy, mistakes, and loyalty. I think what he's telling me is like, you've got to quit misunderstanding his ideals. Like, he said over and over again that he's not really in a place of giving you everything. But at the same time, as long as you're talking to him, he's going to be loyal to that. And I think you misunderstand him in certain ways. And so that could be something that needs to be worked on. Also, he needs to work on being more intimate, showing you that he cares the way that he does. And as a mistake of his, he's had a problem of like being vulnerable, being open, because he sits in the King of Swords. But there is a chance for this new beginning in the future where y'all can work and start over from and build a foundation from the place of something more healthy. So Maybe he's just in the process of like getting rid of all that baby mama drama and stuff. And it's never going to fully go away, but maybe he's addressing certain things that need to be addressed. But also with you, you need to understand that if he says he's with you, then he's with you. He's not going to cheat. He's not going to lie. At least that's what the energy is saying right now. So. And hello to whoever just came in. Alright, what is your last question, Rachel? Nannies, hello, nannies. How does Jeff feel about your lack of contact or communication with him? He's fine with it. It's kind of what he's saying. He understands it though. Like he knows why. It's almost like what he's saying is like, you know, right now, he's stressed out and he's got a lot going on. And so the way he sees it is you're giving him a break to figure his shit out. Because he knows he moves slow. He knows that nothing is clear for you. So you're going to take a break until he figures it out. And then y'all can have the conversation about all of the things that bother you or whatever. It's just funny the way he says it. Emperor's son. Like, I know, it's cool. I'm okay with it. I could take a break. I can rest. Because he's been stressed out a lot. Trying to introduce like a new love into all this mess that he has going on. The free readings are closed for today, but you can always come back on Sunday, Wednesday, or Friday. I'm always on here, so if you subscribe and hit the bell, I'm more than happy to read for you another day. And what he's telling me is there's one of those hard cycles that are ending in his life, the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is not comfortable. The Tower. Ten of Swords with the Tower especially is a very hard situation. But he's showing up for it. He's like the the Strength card and the Judgment card. He's like, all I can do is just have faith that this will pass. And what's meant for me will be for me. And what isn't is going to go. So he's okay with the fact that you're not communicating with him. And I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but what he says is like right now his life is a shit show. And he understands that, but the way he says it is like maybe even unconsciously you're just letting him figure it out. And then you can come back and talk about it later kind of thing. So he is very confident in himself, and that's the way he shows up too. Like, I said what I said. And every time I read from him, that's the way he is. Like, if I said it, that's what I meant. Very serious. Like, I'm not here to play games with you. And that's the way it feels. Like, I'm not here to play games. And if he is playing games, he's a master manipulator. Because you can't even read it in his energy. Alright, user. Let's get to it. Okay, I got you, boo. Let's see. And thank you again, Rachel, for all your donations. I appreciate you, love. All right, let's see. Okay. I got the Judgment card and the Two of Cups. He came back because he really does care about you. He came back because you had a really strong connection with him. And maybe sometimes these cycles repeat until you get it right. Let's see what happened, though. And how he's feeling now. The way he tells me is like when he came back to you, he was fantasizing this beautiful life, right? And he may have even painted you the picture of, I'm coming back to give you everything. But he looked at what he had and he got scared. He said, I don't have enough. Because he's the way he shows me is you show up as an empress, you show up as a sun, you show up as the Ace of Pentacles, and he looks at what he has and he's like, I can't compare to that. So it's not that he separated from you because, or he went cold on you because of anything that you did. Just remember that. It's not because he didn't care. It's not because he didn't love you. It's because he looked at what he had and he honestly was like, she deserves so much more than what I can give her. I just got chills. Like, I feel a real sadness behind that too. It made him very sad to have to pull away. And he's probably really sad right now too. Let's see what he was going through or what he's going through. And thank you, Culture, for your donation, boo. He'll be back. He'll be back. He's figuring his stuff out right now because he's like totally obsessed with you. It's not that he's not obsessed with you. It's because all his lies, all his deception, all of the things that he couldn't give you but he promised it anyway, he knew that you would figure it out. You would realize that he was kind of, I keep hearing, what a tangled web we weave. So it's not that he was in a third party. He may have been, but it feels more of he was spinning you a web of lies of things that he couldn't give to you. And so he ran before you realized that, and sometimes liars leave before you catch them because they don't want that conversation. But he's trying to build a foundation, from what I can see right now. He's trying to, how do you say it, like make his foundation a little bit more secure so that way when he does return, because I have beginnings, foundation, and return here, that he has what it is that you deserve. Because it says second chances, opportunity, making amends, try again, start over, new direction. He wants to be more established. And I know you would have accepted him for however he is because that's what love does, right? But it's almost like he was saving you from yourself too. But that's what I've got for you, love. I hope that helps. right, culture. I'm glad, babe. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate it so much for your donation. Hope we see you again, user. User 5724, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. All right, culture. What is... There it is. Okay. Okay. Did y'all ever watch the show Nashville? This song is playing right now. Water Rising from the show. I love that song. So maybe the water rising is meant for you, user. All right, let's see, culture. Let's look into your boss. Is he trying to screw you out of something? And thank you, MS, for your donation. You will go after culture. It kind of feels that he was trying to cut your time. He was trying to cut what you invested. And it could be so you don't get holiday pay, or it could be because maybe you were spending time with people while you were working and he's trying to like make up for that. And I don't know what happened, but it kind of feels like you were having too much fun and he didn't like that. And so he's like, let me cut her pay a little bit because I don't know, it feels kind of vindictive. So something you did made him upset. He's like, I seen that or something. I seen that. I'm going to cut the time. I'm going to cut it back because of this, because I seen something. Maybe you left early, or maybe you were just hanging out with somebody, you know, and he's like, you weren't really working during that time. It looks kind of shady. And thank you, Rachel, for your 2 donations. And I think I'm going to cut the donations off after that. Yeah, it just feels like he's like, I watched, I saw, I did this, you know, like, he's kind of like, I don't know, like, she didn't deserve it. And I don't know. It's like he's really thought about this. Whatever happened, he thought about it for a long time. And he's like, okay, well, the only way I can do this is to mess with their money. And so maybe he's like strategically adjusting the papers or something like that. All right, Crow's Nest just donated for 2. I'm going to take her, but after that, the free list is closed. All right. Any donation after this point, I will send it back, just so you know. But I hope you understand that, babe. Yeah, I got you, babe. Merry Christmas. Merry Schmishmish. But you know how bosses are, they're very stingy, especially certain bosses. They're just like, they will cut corners, they will, and if you don't do exactly what they say, sometimes they'll find some way to like. So be careful what he sees you doing, because he looks like the type that's gonna try his hardest to manipulate it to where you don't make the. Maybe it was like you were gonna go into overtime or something, and he was like, "No, she ain't gonna go into overtime. She's not gonna get double pay because sometimes she doesn't. She's not working while she's at work, kind of thing." I don't know, girl. All right, MS, you are next. The advice is to watch what they're doing, or to pay very close attention to how much time you work. Keep track of it. Make logs. If they give you like a receipt when you clock in, and make sure that it aligns with your paychecks. Like, pay close attention to your paychecks, because sometimes they'll like throw extra costs that you don't notice, you know. So make sure you get like the detailed summary of like what they're paying you in comparison to like what you're working, just to make sure that it aligns. Because if you know something is going on, make sure they're giving you the right, you know. So that would be the advice. All right, MS. At this point, who is more reliably into you, David or Francesco? All right, I'm gonna pull a couple of cards for both, and then I'll get some oracles and kind of compare the two. Let's see. All right, let's see. Francesco. David. Let me get one more for Francesco. Okay, I think you're better than Francesco, and not in a way where I'm like, oh my gosh, he's a bad person, he's horrible, all of these things. No. It just kind of shows me that he comes with a lot of baggage. He comes with secrets. There's things you don't know about him yet. Um, he's got a lot of conflict in his life. Now, David, he comes with some stuff too. It's going to take some time to get him to give to you what it is that you want, because maybe he's a Virgo. Maybe he just has the natural urge to go inside a lot. Like, he internalizes everything. He has to make it perfect until he actually does something. So he would give you equal give and take, but it's got to get off the ground first. It's got to get move from the plans in his head onto paper. If that makes sense. Well, let's see if I can get some like. I'm gonna use these again. Let me see. Show me Francesco. Yeah. Okay. Show me David. Okay. So I think that Francesco is clinging to his past. Maybe he's dealing with karma because of something that happened in his past, and that could be what the conflict is. Either way, there's things you don't know about him. Um, David, on the other hand, he finds you very beautiful, but it's almost to the point that he feels like you put a spell on him. And that's what's taken him so long. Is because, like, why am I thinking about this girl all the time, and we just have studied together? We have a study group together. Why does she have this hold on me? And so maybe that's what he's trying to figure out. Maybe he's trying to figure out if it's really real. Maybe he's trying to like separate himself to try to find if you put a spell on him. If he pushes away for a while, if it goes away, I think he's just being silly. But I don't know. They both come with, you know, like for Francesco, honestly, it could just be the season. Maybe there's some karma coming up for him. But it's kind of saying like you have been there, done that in some sense. And so David would probably be like the safer choice because he comes with a lot of good intention. This one is kind of still hung up on being like the victim because of the things that happened to him. So I'm not going to say one's good or bad or whatever. I just feel like they both come with something that, you know, like maybe they're both not for you. You know, maybe you've got somebody better waiting in the wings. And if you're holding two, you're juggling this. How are you going to catch that other ball? You know what I mean? So I would say if you feel like you need to, if you're even questioning which one to let go of, I'd let go of them both. You know what I mean? Aw. Aw. But I hope that helps, Boo. David seems sweet. He just seems like he's very slow moving. He's like a perfectionist. Alright, Rachel, your turn, Boo. Alright. Is he still wanting to date you? Or does he want to end it? I don't think he wants to end it. I think he wants you to understand that right now his children are the most important thing to him, and there's some things that need to be figured out with that first. And that's what he continuously keeps telling me. Is like, don't worry about him for now, maybe. Maybe he's like, let's just put it on hold. Let me figure this out first, and I'll come back. Because King of Wands, he's like pointed, like, I want this to work. I want us to be good, but can you give me time? So I don't think it's like a breakup. I just think he needs to figure his shit out within him. So a relationship ain't it, you know? So it's like he's like putting you on hold. I don't think he's trying to end it. I think he's just putting you on hold for a while. And if you don't want to be on hold, then go find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you came at a time that his life was falling apart. And he realized, like, as much as he wanted to, he couldn't give you the effort that you deserve, basically. He's like, I don't have that much time, but I fuck with you. That's the way he says, like, I fuck with you. I do. Like, I care about you. But I just can't give you what it is you need right now. Just give me some time. He's just got so much going on, he can't think straight. So be patient. Knight of Pentacles, just be patient. It's coming. Just be patient. But I'd say never wait for anybody, so I wouldn't wait for him. I don't care how he is being like totally 100% saying like, I want to be with you, I just can't right now. You don't want anybody to put you on hold. If they can't show up right now, just if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. You see, that's toxic. When you make those comments, Rachel, that's toxic. That's the one thing he's telling you is I don't want my, like I've told you over and over again, he does not want his ex. He does not want to spend time with his ex. He doesn't want, but that's the first thing you jump back to when I mention the kids. That's healing that you need to worry about because that's toxic to say stuff like that. Like, if he's telling you I have to take care of my kids, that ain't got nothing to do with the baby mama. If it was the baby mama, he'd say I need to take care of my baby mama. No, he doesn't. He shows me two children, a water sign and an earth sign, and he says be patient. I've got to make sure my kids are good. I got to make sure I'm good so I can be good for them. He's trying to get the conflict out, but the first thing you worry about is him messing with the ex. It has nothing to do with the ex. If you feel that way, Rachel, don't be with him. If that's what your gut is telling you that he wants his ex, then don't be with him. Because accusing somebody that you have no proof of them doing something, that right there is something you need to heal within yourself. Or you need to let it go. You know what I mean? Because if you feel that way so strongly, leave him alone. It's not that you're taking away from him taking care of his kids. What he's saying is you deserve better than what he can offer you right now. All right, boo, what is your last question? It's hot. What is your last question, boo? What was the conversation he had with his ex yesterday? Didn't I just tell you that? Let's see. I'm gonna send that back, love, Joanna. My donations are closed. Here, let me send this back real quick. I just don't want to forget later, so I'm gonna return that. Um, yes, the donation list is closed, and whoever just donated, I sent it back. All right, let's see. What was the conversation? It's okay, babe. I appreciate you donating, and normally I'd read for you in a heartbeat, but my list got long today, and it's the day after Thanksgiving. I mean, Thanksgiving. You see? The day after Christmas. I can't even keep my holidays straight. I'm tired. And I still have 25 free questions to do after these, so next time. Come back next time. I'll be happy to read for you. What he said was, we need to work on communication. If you're not calling me about my kids, don't call me at all. It's too much. You've been too much. You're causing too many problems, too many issues. It's too much. It's about the kids, period. I work, I give to my kids, I do what I'm supposed to. Leave me alone. It's about the children. He's like, don't stalk me. Don't show up. Don't do nothing. Just let me have peace with myself. Like, I can't take this anymore, basically. Because she did something that he just wasn't having it. He was like, maybe starting a fight on a holiday or something. And he was like, don't do that. Don't do that. And he kind of stood up for himself. All right, what else? It's kind of like the way he told you, I said what I said. There is no love here anymore. I'm leaving. Like, I'm trying to move on to other things. Get it through your head. I don't want you. That's it. It's about the kids. Like, it won't ever come back together. I'm telling you right now. That's what he's saying. And you can believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe it, why are you asking? You know, because he's been very consistent in every reading that I've read for it. Everyone. Because, you know, if I saw something dirty, if I saw something bad, if I felt that he was doing something behind your back, you know, I'd be the first one to tell you. I will give you all the tea on all of it. But that's not what I'm seeing. So it's like you have to accept it. And like, if the trust is gone and you honestly feel that this man is wanting this girl, then let him do that. Just send him on his way. Because I know you are not going to repeat a Mako with this man. Because he's not an Amako. He just constantly says, I say what I said. I do what I do. It's what I'm telling you. And normally, if it's a lie, there will be some indicator in these readings that he's lying. And I would tell you. But I don't see it. So, I don't know. Rachel, I'm not saying you're stalking him. You asked about the ex. You asked about the ex. That's it. You asked about the ex. I'm telling you the conversation he had with his ex. That reading had nothing to do with you. Nothing. It was about his conversation that he had with his ex. That's the question you asked. That's what I read for. It had nothing to do with you. Nobody said you did. I was reading for the question you asked, which was, period, what was the conversation that he had with his ex? That's what he told her, not you. Okay, next. Hold on. I need some water or something. Crow's Nest, you're next. I understand you speak English, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. Crow's Nest, are you here? don't know how many circles I'm gonna have to run around. Let me see if I can hit her up. I'm sorry, Jean. I'm sorry. And I'm not necessarily screaming. I'm just trying to make my point known. Rachel, just breathe. Just breathe. It's all right. Just breathe. Probably because I was loud. All right, just let me know when Crow's Nest comes back, I guess. All right. Anything important you need to know about next month? Okay. It looks like somebody is trying to trap you in an illusion next month. Or you get like overwhelmed with your emotions next month. Something happens and your emotions have you to where you aren't seeing something correctly. So this could mean somebody's coming back trying to sell you a dream or trying to make things look or trying to confuse your feelings a little bit or use your feelings against you. Um, Either that or up until this point, you've been kind of, I don't know, like disconnected from your feelings. And all of a sudden they rush in and you find some clarity around them about like how you truly feel without seeing things. But it doesn't look negative. It doesn't look like somebody's really trying to confuse you. It just feels like you're confused. What you're feeling has been confused for a while. So maybe it's like clarity over those feelings. Like they balance out. All right. LT spiritual. Crow's Nest, are you back, babe? She probably ran out when I started getting loud. Okay, Diamond Girl. I forgot you were in front of her. What's coming towards you in love for the month of January? And I got you next, LT Spiritual. You might be dealing with a Libra, but I do feel some kind of balance being restored here. With the Lovers, you could be dealing with the Gemini as well. Either that or your love life balances out. But I do have the Devil here also. So you could have a choice between what is true love, right? Like there might be somebody that presents themselves like it is true love. And then there's another person that's coming from a real authentic connection place, right? And you're kind of balancing out the two. You're starting to recognize who's trying to trap you in an illusion of control and all of these things, or which one is a true connection. So I feel like maybe you've been a little bit like scared to date because you don't trust yourself on picking the right people, right? Because the Devil card, when it comes to relationships, it could look very good, it could look really nice on the outside, but the inside is not, you know. So I feel like you're coming into alignment with something that's better for you, and you might have a choice between old crazy head and the real thing. All right, LT is spiritual. What is coming towards you soon? The Sun could be a Leo. A lot of happiness around something, or clarity around something. Okay. I got the King of Cups and the Four of Swords. Possibly healing or finding clarity around love or who you love. Maybe there's been some separation between you and somebody, and there becomes like an understanding of maybe why things happen the way they did. Maybe they've gone through some kind of healing and they're bringing it back. So this could be meaning like a person that in the past may have been very unhealed is coming back to tell you why maybe it happened the way it did, or to explain that they needed to heal XYZ, right? So I definitely feel it's good news, good energy coming towards you for sure. All right. You're a Leo? Okay. Mystical. What is coming up career-wise? I feel like a new start that's going to be more in alignment with your purpose, or what you're meant to be doing. So it could be a job promotion, or it could just be an opportunity to expand what you're doing now in a way that's more in alignment with like your true happiness, your true goals, your true wants and desires. I feel you getting really excited about an opportunity, and it might be a choice between leaving like what you know to be true right now to take the chance on something that is new, right? I think that taking the chance would be a good advice for next month. Oh, that's awesome. Crow's Nest, are you here? What is coming towards you in love? And I'm sorry for getting loud in y'all's ears. I promise. I was just trying to reiterate my point. That's all. Okay. There is a love that's coming in for you, but I feel it's further out because you're still in the process of closing out a very painful cycle when it comes to love. You're It's almost like I feel you feeling the emotions that maybe you've suppressed over the years and getting a very clear and direct, like, I'm not doing this anymore. I am moving forward. And the Ten of Swords is a painful thing, right? And we want to move past that like quickly. But for me, it looks like there's still some things under the surface that are coming up for you to resolve so that you can recognize the Two of Cups when it comes. Because a lot of times our trauma messes with our eyesight and attracts us to things that are part of our trauma, not our actual heart. So I feel like you're getting really close to this, but it's still a little bit in the future. Jean said I was yelling in her ear, so I just wanted to apologize. I wasn't trying to get loud. General love. All right, boo. I got you. And thank y'all for being patient and waiting. I know it's been a long one today. I greatly appreciate you. All right. I will. I think I need to drink some tea or something. My throat is all raspy. I've been having too much fun. All right. I think things are on hold right now. Something you don't see is coming your way. And I think you're going to have to make a choice. It could be something that's been on hold comes back around. But I think that I don't know if like they're coming back and you're going to end up closing them out because they cause some kind of imbalance in your life. Because I feel like if you're willing to let go of what you've been juggling, your ideas of who it is and the past and all of these things, there's a beautiful person headed your way. But for some reason, Spirit's kind of putting you in timeout and saying you need to look at things a little bit different because whoever these people are keeping you in a state of having to juggle, having to constantly be unbalanced or imbalanced, right? So I think Pisces season, things will change for you next year. So that would be like mid-February, March. I think that's when you're going to be in the place of not having your hands full from past energies. So maybe you need to clear that out first. It's 5 a.m. Oh my goodness, Nirvana, I'm sorry. That is late. Pretty in pink. Is there anyone plotting on you romantically? I was only talking about it because I was apologizing. But anyways. I lost my question. The heck is ringing the doorbell? Is there anyone plotting on you romantically? Could be a Capricorn. Or a Pisces. Kind of a trickster energy we have. It's kind of like you've grown past them, you've moved past them. And maybe they never thought you would, or they still feel like if they come in, they can pull you back. So it could be a Pisces, like I said, a Capricorn, a Gemini, Virgo. Could be more than one, honestly. I think you've kind of up leveled your life, and there's people from the past trying to get back there. But if that happens, then they're going to try to pull you back down. All right, all right, all right. All right, Nana Banana. I don't necessarily think the decision has been made yet. I think they're thinking about it for sure. They're still, because they come with a lot of baggage. So it kind of feels like they're kind of weighing the option like, should I or shouldn't I? They do care about you, but if they do contact you, I feel like it's going to be at nighttime. Something's going to happen to where they just can't stop thinking about you and they have to say something. But my advice would be to keep going. But that's just my advice. All right. Crow's Nest. Rach. Of course, Boo. I love you. All right, Princess. What are Elsa's thoughts and feelings towards you? 9/11. This person gives me the feeling that they don't feel they did anything wrong. So maybe they want you to come to them. They're not going to come to you. But it's coming from, we've got the Six of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Devil. So it's like, you're going to have to come to me. I'm not coming to you. So they may have like a diluted sense of superiority, maybe like narcissistic tendencies or something. Or their ego is just highly in control. They're like, I didn't do nothing. I'm not gonna do it. So, oh, you want me? That's kind of the way to say, like, oh, you want me to come and apologize? That ain't happening. Kind of thing. Real attitude, like, ugly. He's a crush. So if it's not an apology, then it's like he wants you to come to him. Like, he's not going to come to you. He wants you to come to him. He wants you to make the move, or he wants you to do something, because he's like, I'm not doing it. She's going to do it. So it's almost like he's going to put the work onto you. I don't know. Now, I don't know why those energies showed up. It could be he's not going to talk about it because, I don't know. There's something that's happening right now where his ego is totally in control, because it's like maybe he wants you to chase him or something like that. It just felt very egotistical, almost like she's gonna come to me, she's gonna chase me kind of feeling. All right, Maria, I think. Crow's nest. I'm gonna give her till the end of the live and then I'm out. Marriott Snow. Marissa. Wait, no, Nirvana. Where's Nirvana's question? Okay. How can the relationship between you and Chantel help to heal the past? Okay. I kind of feel like you've been stuck in some kind of cycle, like a repetitive cycle, and she was part of that. And I don't know what happened between the two of you, but I do feel like it was on repeat. Like Pawn to Replay. Have you ever heard that song? So until the two of you have completed that cycle that the both of you kind of ran around for a long time, neither one of you is going to move forward with somebody else, because I honestly still feel like you're hearts are still connected in some sense, right? So until this connection is healed, neither one of you can really move on completely. And it's going to help to heal the fact of facing your what you have been missing the whole time and kind of ending it together. Whether that be you two finding closure within what happened and going your separate ways, or the two of you working through whatever kept y'all in this cycle of start, stop, or whatever it was. Because I do feel like this has been a blockage for the both of you. And with the Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, that's basically saying like the blockage comes from this cycle that the two of you have been in. And in order to end it, you have to basically take off the glasses and really face your own parts in each thing that happened. And I hope that makes sense to you. I found it. My chat is behind for some reason. Alright. Marissa. You're welcome, babe. Thank you for hanging with me. And if you've been up all night, go to sleep. What awaits you in January? Looks like somebody's coming back to trap you in the cycle again. We've got the Devil, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Swords. This could also mean like Capricorn season is going to bring you out of a conflicted mindset around certain relationships or certain, I feel like whatever's been conflicted within this connection is going to move into a better direction. But I also feel like somebody's coming in on some bull crap. Like they're coming to serve some bull crap. So I don't know if you're just going to end it and that's what makes you move forward, or is it if you're going to jump on the ride and do it again? I don't know. It's going to be a choice you have to make. But whatever this is feels very unexpected. Like, I don't think you're expecting this to happen the way that it does. He's the Capricorn. Okay. Well, he's coming back to do it again. Let's do it again. Ponder replay. Swati. Okay, how can I ask if... What? AV is seriously pursuing you. You're welcome, babe. I feel like he's just very slow moving. He could be an earth sign. It feels like he's gonna tell you how he feels eventually, but right now I think his fear is keeping you from like making it clear to you how he feels or what he's doing, because maybe he's like trying to impress you in some sense. So whatever you see of him, maybe more of like a bravado, not actually like who he is. But he's trying to get there from what I can see. It's just he's not making it like really clear that, and it could be because his ego is like, I don't want to be a simp or whatever. Maybe he's scared of the rejection, or I don't know. Capricorn rising. It makes sense. Because the devil was behind that Knight of Pentacles. So that could be what's slowing him down. Alright, Space Cowboy. You're welcome, babe. Thank you for being here and being patient and listening to me get loud. Okay, you haven't spoken since 2024. And we're in Capricorn season right now. That's probably why the devil keeps popping up, but it's kind of like in some way, maybe y'all share some kind of social media or friends or something. It's kind of like intuitively she's still watching you or keeping tabs on you. Um, she wants it to come back together, but it's almost like she's conflicted about what to do from this point on. Like, how do I come out of us not talking? Will it be conflict? Will it not be good for us? Will it be stuck in this painful cycle? So it hurts her that you two aren't like to the point to where neither one of you really are wanting to meet in the middle. It's like you do it, no you do it, no you do it. But somehow she still feels like spiritually connected to you and still wants the two of you to come back together. However, she fights her feelings a lot, and the way that it is like she has these feelings and she shuts them down out of fear, because facing it is a lot harder than actually like um hiding it, I guess. All right, Myra. Will Nelson come back in your life? I don't think so. Maybe eventually, but I think by the time he does, you're going to move on to somebody else. So it's like he comes in at the wrong time. And you cut him off completely, because I think you're already in a new relationship that's better suited for you. All right, Pixie. Crow's Nest, are you here? I'm just gonna send her donation back. You're welcome. I hate it when I get that big bump of hair in the back. It drives me crazy. What's coming for Anthony and you this January? I do see something wanting to start back up, but there's there's good intentions behind the want for this. The Their capability of actually doing it, I'm not sure. It's kind of like they like the attention you give them, whatever that means. So they could be just rushing in out of ego, like trying to say they've changed, things are gonna be better. But I mean, the intention is not necessarily bad. It just looks like that you feed their ego a little bit, and they like that. So I do see something new starting, and that could even be like if y'all are talking now, it turns into an actual relationship or something like that. But with the Knight of Swords, it doesn't feel like it's a well thought out plan. It just seems like, okay, today I feel like let's let's be together because I really like the way that you make me feel on top of the world. Just Janelle. Oklahoma. This song right now. You can't take the home out of Oklahoma. Maybe something to do with Oklahoma. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. They're saying nothing's matching because it ain't time yet. Maybe you need to save more money. Maybe you need to get more prepared. There's something that needs to be balanced because I have the Justice and the Two of Pentacles. And you in the middle with the Nine of Pentacles. And it's just like something is balancing out, or you're not ready yet. And when you are ready is when it's going to happen. I feel like somebody's gonna like suggest something to you and it's gonna end up working out, or you're gonna receive like just some random email and it like clicks into place. That's the way it feels. Like it's gonna happen. It's just Spirit just told me like you ain't ready yet. Okay. She said not Oklahoma. It was just funny. You had asked where you're gonna move, and then she said home out of Oklahoma, and I'm like, okay, maybe there's like a message in that song for you. I don't know. All right, love. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. It's been kind of a crazy one, and I'm sorry my voice is cracking. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose. Sunshine, happy Friday. Yes, ma'am. I love a love message. Single and open. Getting out of your comfort zone. All right, boo. Let's see. Sunshine is ready. It's funny because the Eight of Wands, the Two of Cups, they're ready too. You're heading straight forward into it. Let's see what else we can tell her about this. I think it's going to happen during Capricorn season, or this Capricorn season is going to be very significant. Between now, or this, okay. Okay, Spirit's saying right now get prepared. Like shave your legs, get it ready, figure out exactly what you want. By Aries season, you're going to find the one. I think you might meet them during like mid-February through March. And I think you might be unsure about them at first. Like, I don't think this is the one. But I think by like Aries season, which is mid-March, April, you'll realize like, oh, okay. It makes sense now. So, I don't think you're going to be single for long. I think 2026 is going to be a lot of connections coming together. And that's awesome. Thank you for waiting and thank you for being here, boo. I appreciate your love and support. Maria XX. All right, no. Who's next? Patricia. Oh, thank you, love. Thank you. This one was a little weird, so come back again. I'm on 3 days a week. I'd love to read for you again. I can tell you have a beautiful soul. We love to have you here. It looks like it's going to be on Eugene. Firebird. How does Scorpio feel when Miss W presses him to set me up, or spread lies about you at work? I kind of feel like they know it's not the truth when she does, that they know it's a manipulation. But I don't feel like they really say much. I think they keep it to themselves. They know something's not right with the way she moves. They're not exactly sure what she's doing, but or why she's doing it. But I got 3 major arcana, and they're aware of it. But they don't say anything from what I can see. Alright, Jean, now it's your turn. And thank y'all for being here and being so patient. Oh, Siona was here. I'm sorry, Siona. My list was wrong. Okay, how long will it take you to get an apartment? Spirit's kind of saying, like, maybe right now you've got a lot on your plate. It's kind of like you're needed where you're at right now. Because maybe you're relieving some kind of, like, pressure from other sources or something. Like family sources. But I do feel like you're gonna find that right place. I just can't really tell you. I'd say maybe like Gemini season, like middle of May through June. And I know that's a long time, but they're kind of telling me you're needed where you're at right now. So, but I'll say. All right, Jean, it's your turn. Plans and intentions are. I do not want this deck. From what I can see is like they couldn't ask for more. Like you make them really super happy. But they kind of tell me like they're trying to get their thoughts together before like speaking on it. So the Nine of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Swords, like they don't want to rush into it. But they've got something cooking because in this man's pot is like boiling. And this one's got the lotus flower, so they're trying to have something beautiful grow from this. They could be cooking up a plan, cooking up something to say. What they feel, it's crazy. They don't say it almost because they know you already know how they feel. With the High Priestess, like you can already read them. You already know what it is. So it's like, why speak on it? If she already knows, I'll wait till. I got the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So they're very intuitive too. I think the two of you together kind of read each other without like physical words. Oh. They might know more than you think they do, though. There's definitely a bond there, though. Well, thank you to everybody who made it this far. I appreciate you. All your donations, all your love and support you show me. And again, I'm sorry for screaming in y'all's ear. Even though some say no and whatever. I should have asked y'all to turn the volume down. But I love you guys. And I'm hoping Sundays is a lot more calm and put together. So I love you all. Have an amazing Saturday. Yeah, he thinks you're a psychic. He knows you're a psychic. He doesn't think you're a psychic. He knows you're one. But I love you all. You know where to reach me in the in-between. If not, have an amazing weekend.